Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another vlog and another video. So, just wanted to quickly let you all know. So, tomorrow is. I'm back to work tomorrow. I'm back to work tomorrow for a couple of days this week. Once again, this week I'm tomorrow cart retriever parking lot like I've been mainly doing. Then on Friday, and then Friday, and then Friday the day after, and then Friday, and then Friday the day, and then Friday the day, Friday, Friday the day, Friday the day, Friday the day after, Friday the day, Friday the day, Friday the day after tomorrow is my first recovery shift. Is my first my first recovery my first recovery shift that I've had in quite a while and in quite a few months actually. So my first recovery shift that I've had in quite a few months is now just days away. Is now just days away. Once again, I will try depending on how I feel. I will try. I will try depending on how I feel. Either Friday evening or if not, maybe some point Saturday. Do do a do a vlog and do a do a vlog and video and update you on how that all goes. Hopefully it will. Hopefully it won't go too bad. Hopefully it won't. Hopefully it won't go too bad. Um, so we'll try and do a vlog and video either Friday evening after getting home from work in my first recovery shift day that I've had in quite a while in quite a few months, or if not some point maybe hopefully Saturday. Some point maybe some point early on in the day Saturday I'll you know either Friday evening or some point Saturday, hopefully for sure, I shall do a vlog and video and give you an update on how give you an update on how that all give you an update on how that all go give you an give you an update not give you an update on give you an update on how that all go give you an update on give you an update give you an update on how that all goes. So, but yep, had a few had a few good days off. Now back to work for a couple of days tomorrow and Friday. Back to work back to work for a couple of days. Back to work for a couple of days. Back to work for a couple of days. Back to work for a couple back to work for a couple of days tomorrow and Friday. And today we had more tree work going on in one of our neighbors' yards, a little bit across the street from North Grease Road over here, a little ways down over here. I decided to walk up. I decided to walk up to near the end of the driveway because it all sounded like it all sounded like it all sounded like it was close, and we could definitely hear it all clearly. So I decided to walk up to right up near the end of our driveway, right up near the end of our drive, right right up near the end of our right up near the end of our driveway to take a look. And sure enough, we could see exactly what was going on. We could see exactly the work that was all going on. This happened to be the same yard where they had actually came a couple weeks prior, a couple weeks ago, and cut down a couple trees out up out up in out up in front and front yard. Didn't cut them the entire way down that time, but cut them well more than halfway down. And so the first thing that I saw when I got close to the end of the driveway was the boom of a crane. Because believe it or not, the way that they were going about everything was they were actually using because the couple of trees that they cut down today were out over in the backyard. So believe it or not, they were actually using instead of all of the men dragging a good bit of the bits and pieces that would be coming down out up front in the front yard, they ended up having they ended up actually having a crane. They ended up actually having a crane lift all the bits and pieces up as they would be getting getting all sawed up as they would be getting all sawed off and then lifted out into the front yard to be trimmed up and limbed and bucked up the rest of the way. They were pretty much around here pretty much just about all day pretty much today. Again, they've been around here cutting down trees quite a bit lately, and also, believe it or not, afterwards they cut the rest of the tree stumps from the trees out in the front yard, the rest of the way down, the rest of the way right to the ground, the rest of the way afterwards, after they were done cutting down and taking down the two trees out in the backyard. So more tree work excitement today. One other update I just wanted to let you know. I told you yesterday in yesterday's vlog and in yesterday's video I did yesterday that I thought and assumed that Brighton Recreation Center's outdoor pool is open till around end of August or early September. I wasn't quite exactly right with that. You know, a lot of these public pools, a lot of the lifeguards that are involved throughout at least a chunk of the season are mainly either high school students or college students. I'm assuming that all the lifeguards that will be there running the show this year sound like are pretty much just about all college students, because as far as the amount of time that I anticipated they would be open, I was kind of wrong. It sounds like they are, once again, it's true that day after tomorrow is when they open up for a good chunk of the season. It sounds like they're open up for just about pretty much a month, a good month and a good month and a half they are open for. A good month and a half. Because I think they say they're open till I think either Sunday the 11th of August or the 16th of August. I'm pretty positive they're open till they're just open till the 11th of August. So we'll just have to try and make as much time as best we can for around the next month and a half, after they open up this Friday, to go and take our cool dips throughout as much of July as we can, in between a lot of the other interesting recreational commitments we got going on, and the first half of August. So yeah, that's that. Like Brighton High School public pool, I think kind of prior to that is open a little bit longer till around end of August. So we'll see what the other deal is with that. See what the other deal is with that. Well, that's all I'm going to do with the vlogging video for tonight. If you enjoyed this vlogging, this video, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up. For sure, be sure to comment down below, and be sure to go down and subscribe. Be sure to go down and hit that subscribe button for sure. See you in my next vlog, my next video.